Hello, welcome back to Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, I want to share with you this procedural setup. Basically, I made this using Blender 2.80 and Svetchok nodes. You can see this. There are a bunch of domino, but they are only like a single phase domino. They look a little bit like Lego. But they are all procedural, and currently it's just like I think there are about 200 of them, and I could actually randomize the number, and the artworks sort of gonna change based on this. And I can this one is a bit slow because we have 200 objects in the scene. I can merge it into a single object. Not as interesting, but this one will be a lot faster. And you can see it's just like a normal domino. Okay. How did I create this? You can see we have only a few nodes. There's this domino face, and there's this plane. I could like maybe make it like maybe just 5 by 20, so we only have like 100 dominoes, and I can randomize this. So we only have 100 number. We need only 100 numbers with random value between 0 and this is probably between 0 and 5. So I can make everything the same number or randomize it. Yeah, I think this is more correct. So file, save as. So what's actually happening? This is a single domino phase, and this is the where we can lay out the domino phase. So I'm using just a plain grid, but this can be basically anything, and this is the random number that we use to supply to kind of select which domino phase to show. So I can just make it like between 0 and 2, so 0, 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3. That's also something that I can control, which but the inside of domino phase itself is looking something like this. It's not particularly complex. It's basically like this, right? This is the monads. This is the group of the domino phase. This is what's kind of changing the phase based on whatever we plug this into. So we have like some kind of vector position for each of the circle of the domino. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, if I want to make changes to domino number 3, I can simply make changes, and now domino number 3 is a little bit strange, but I can easily change that. And this, all the 6 position of the domino phase is something that I could select using list item. And this is like all the data coming in, and I can select between 0 and 5, 6 different possibilities, and they goes into the plane. And so this is basically this plane is basically the grid of 9 dots, and I'm using from those dots I select only a couple of numbers depending on the phase of the dominoes, and then I'm using it as the position for circle, which I flip to normal and solidify. So yeah, it's really simple, really. And this is the result. I can actually make this something like this. Weird looking dominoes. In general, if you want to make a proper domino, you want to apply the phase 6 phase into just a cube or something. That's the very basic domino. And this list join, etc., is just combining the objects, so they're a single a single objects for each face. So yeah, it's very simple, but what's cool here, of course, this monad or the group nodes here is doing the factorize and split. So that's why I can use random number goes in here, and then I can just randomize this face. Okay, so if I want to make it a little bit like noise, like maybe instead of random, I can use like noise. So vector noise. The noise, we can have the maximum and minimum number. Let's say we have scalar noise, and then this is the plane, right? We're gonna plug this plane into this guy, and we want to use the noise value that's kind of map. So I don't know what's the noise value exactly, but I'm gonna try this anyway. So this is gonna be 0 between 0 and 5. This goes into the index. So hopefully the value of this noise is gonna be driving the dominoes. So let's make 200 dominoes, maybe with less gap. Okay, they are overlapping. 3.5. We can, maybe we cannot really clearly see it, but I think this is the Perlin value is now controlling the domino face arrangement here, which means if we have an image, we can sort of get the grayscale of value of each pixel and then replace it with the domino face, and we're gonna have some kind of painting. It's not very clear. Domino is a tricky one. Maybe if the circle is a little bit bigger, we can have something that's easier to see. Let me try. So circles, currently we have 12. Maybe make less resolutions, and then the radius can be slightly larger. So now change this to maybe black. Oh, not very clear still. Let me try. Oh, maybe perhaps I need to use vector math and then scale the noise. It's probably clearer if I increase the size, increase the thickness to 1, and update the thickness of this guy. And go back here and then increase the value 20 by 20. So yeah, you can sort of see there's some kind of noise. This value perhaps I'm checking the value of the noise. So we have 0.5, 0.6. Okay, maybe I replace this with 0.5. And then this number with number 6. Or maybe 5. This is 0.6. And you can sort of see, if I look at it from this angle and scale the noise, you might be able to see the pattern changing. So I could actually use like picture of Mona Lisa, for example, and then create a pattern to match the painting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try that. So, but anyway, that's pretty much what I want to show it to you. It's just a little bit of play with the procedural and a bit of numbers. It's actually very, very simple, but it's fun to understand, and hopefully this is useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.